Welcome to Shruti's online school, where we believe that learning should always be fun. Get your notebook, pen, pencil, eraser ready. Keep your mind focused and let's start learning. Hello everyone. Today we are going to learn about whole numbers. But just before learning about whole numbers, we'll just discuss a few things. For example, if I ask you how many colors are there in rainbow? Okay, so your answer will be 7. How we tell that answer 7? When we see all the bands of colors. So we see all together 7 bands of colors, and like that we say, okay, violet, indigo, then we say blue, green, yellow, orange and red. This we say because we see various bands of colors. Okay, so whenever we are counting, automatically from our mouth the numbers come out as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and so on. So just because these all numbers come out of our mouth automatically and naturally while counting, these numbers as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and so on are called as natural numbers, just because of the fact they come out of our mouths naturally while counting. Then let us revise certain concepts which we have done in our childhood. Okay, this all you all have done. We all have done in our LKG and UKG. Like for example, teachers would have given you certain set of numbers, and then teachers would have asked you that what all numbers do you write before these numbers and what all numbers do you write after. So when I am writing down all these things, do all these things come to your memory, that how you all have learnt in your lower standard about all these concepts. So the number whatever comes before is called as a predecessor. Like for example, here I have given you 20. So before 20 comes 19. So this you can write either by using normal counting method, 19 and 20. So before 20 it is 19, or else you can do subtraction if the numbers are very big, and if you are not able to remember or tell exactly which number comes before. Like before 10, the number comes normally by reading, we know it is 9. Otherwise you can do 10 minus 1 and you will get it as 9. Before 100, the number is 99. So we say 99 is the predecessor of 100. Before 77 you get 76. So we say 76 is the predecessor of 77. So how we get predecessor is either the number before or we do minus 1. Then also we can get the predecessor. Now let us look at this concept where we have learnt in childhood to find out the after numbers, and this used to be real fun as compared to the before numbers, if you all remember. Yes, I can see the smiles on your faces. So after 18 the next number is 19. So here the next number is 19, means 19 is the successor. 19 is the successor of 18. So for getting successors, what we do is either we write the next number or we do the addition. 32 plus 1 will give you 33, or the number 33 is after 32, hence 33 is the successor of 32. Similarly, we can write after 44 the next number is 45. So here again 45 is the successor of 44, and lastly we have 57, which comes after 56. So 57 is the successor of 56. So here we have learnt about predecessor and successor. And for predecessor, what we do is we add 1, and for finding out successors we subtract 1. One more thing you would be remembering what you all have done in your childhood, that was writing of backward numbers. If you remember, teachers would have given you to write backward numbers many times, 100 to 0, 100 to 50. Here we are going to write from 10 to 0. Okay, let's cherish our childhood memories and see how fun it was. So here 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and 0. So we have written like this. So here all these numbers, 9 is the predecessor of 8, 10. 8 is the predecessor of 9. 7 is the predecessor of 8. 6 is the predecessor of 7, and so on. And ultimately, 0 is the predecessor of 1. Okay. Normally, while counting, we use numbers as 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. But then, 1 does not have a predecessor in natural numbers. Like normally when we count, we write natural numbers as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on. We never start counting from 0. Okay, but now when we have to find out the predecessors, so for finding out the predecessor, 5 minus 1, 5 minus 1, if I do, I am going to get 4 as the predecessor. Then I do 4 minus 1, the predecessor is 3. 3 minus 1, the predecessor is 2. 2 minus 1, the predecessor is 1. And 1 minus 1, when I do, the predecessor is 0. So this 0 is not at all a natural number. This 0 is not at all a natural number. And this 0 is a whole number. So what is whole number? Whole number is when to the whole list of natural numbers, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and so on. To the whole list of natural numbers, we also include 0 in that list. This together is called as whole number, because 1 does not have a predecessor in the group of natural numbers. So the predecessor of 1 is 0, and this 0 belongs 0. When we include to the group of natural numbers, we get the set of whole numbers. Okay. Now these numbers, when we use various numbers for doing counting, and counting can be done either of small numbers or of medium sized numbers or of large numbers. Like for example, I ask you how many eyes or ears or hands or legs you have. So these all are small numbers for which we use numbers. Then we can do medium sized numbers like as students in classroom. Then we can also count the number of people in building. We can count the number of people living in a city, people living in a continent, people living in the whole world. Though these numbers will be large, people in the whole world will be very large, but these all numbers can be counted, and all these numbers have got the names. Okay, but let me ask you certain questions. Can you count the stars in the sky? Now there will be a big question mark in front of you. Okay, similarly I ask you, can you count the hair on your head? Again you'll think, oh, it would be so difficult to do so. So these all numbers, they are very huge, they are difficult to count, but yes, we can count. We can't count them, it is difficult, but large numbers also have names. Large numbers have also got names. If you remember in the previous chapter number 1, knowing our numbers, okay, we learnt about bigger terms as crores, we learnt about billion. Beyond billion we did not learn, but there are numbers as trillions and so on, which are used to measure large numbers. Okay, now what we see is, I'll give you one, we will do just a small exercise. Humans. Okay, now human beings. In human beings we have male and female. I'll take here as boys and girls. Okay, now if I ask you simple questions based on this, if I ask you, are all boys girls? So the answer will be no. Then I ask you a question like, are all humans boys? Then again your answer will be no. But if I ask you, are some humans girls? So then your answer will be yes. So similarly for whole numbers and natural numbers, just as we denoted, natural numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on. And whole numbers are starting from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on. So if I ask you questions, are all whole numbers natural numbers? So the answer will be all whole numbers. Are they natural numbers? The answer will be No. But then if I ask you, are all the natural numbers whole numbers? Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and the numbers which are there beyond, that all come into the list of the whole numbers. Okay. Now we proceed further. Now we are going to see about number line. Let us see what is a number line. Number line, as it is told in the statement itself, here it says number line. So number line is nothing but a line that represents numbers on it, that shows numbers on it. A line that represents numbers on it is called as a number line. Like for example, let us draw a number line here. Number line is also going to be great fun. So I am writing 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and so on. Okay, whichever number I can put here on this number line. Okay, so here I can write 17, so I am stopping there. So on this number line you can see 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and so on. The numbers are increasing. So here this number line begins with 0. So 0 is called as the origin. Now as you move towards the right hand side, right hand is the hand through which we eat. 0 to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 3. As you move to the right, you will see the numbers are going on and on increasing, or the numbers are bigger and bigger and bigger. So what we learn from the number line is just by seeing that on the right hand side the number goes on and on increasing. NO dot is a short form of writing number. Whereas if we see on the left side, now let us look at it from the left side. Now towards the left, from right hand to left side. Okay, now this is my right hand side, 17 is on my right hand side, whereas 0 is on my left hand side. Okay, so from 17 right hand side I move towards the left. 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11 and so on and on and on. So what we learn is that towards the left hand side the numbers keep on decreasing or reducing. Okay, and then we'll also see between 0 and 1 the distance is called as unit distance. Okay, between 0 and 1 the distance what is there is called as unit distance. So between 0 and 1, okay, if I do subtraction and if I find out there is 1 unit distance. Now similarly if I check for other numbers, I check for 2 and 3. So between 2 and 3 when I check, I do again subtraction, 3 minus 2 big minus 1, so there is 1 unit distance. Henceforth I can find out for various numbers. Let me find out between 8 and 12. Okay, between 8 and 12 when I try to find out, so here I see from 8 to 12. So here I do 12, big number minus small number 8, so 12 minus 8 gives 4 units distance. So like this what we are doing is we are trying to find out the units distance. Okay, apart from this in your lower standard you have learned then on this number line you can do addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. And how is that possible? Let's quickly see two examples. Okay, the first example we have, okay, we'll start with first example, 1 plus 2. So from the on the number line, from 1 we take 2 steps, 1 and 2. So here when we take 2 steps we are getting 3. So here 1 plus 2 is equal to 3. This is we did with the help of number line. Okay, we just moved 2 steps further. So with 1 we added 2, so we get 3. Now we see another example of subtraction. I do 10 minus 7. Okay, I have to do 10 minus 7. So what I will do is from 10 I have to take 7 steps. It is minus, so it has to be reduced. So I go towards the left hand side. Whenever it is addition, the number will increase. I have to move towards the right hand side. But whenever there is subtraction, we have to go towards the left hand side because the numbers are going to decrease. So let's start with 10. Okay, 10 is telling 7 steps. So when we count 7 steps, our 7 steps, okay, we can go step by step. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So here you can see 10 minus 7. Okay, what we have done is we have moved towards the left hand side. The reason we have moved towards the left hand side is it is reducing. So here if they have asked us 10 minus 7, so we have got it as 3. Now let us also try multiplication. Okay, in multiplication what I would try is 2 multiplied by 6. So from 2 I will start and I am going to take intervals of 2 but 6 times. 2 multiplied by 6. So 6 times I have to take intervals, so I will be starting from 0 only in terms of 2, in groups of 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Okay, let us do it below. From 0 I have started in groups of 2 because it is 2 multiplied by 6. 2 ones are, then it is 2 twos are, 2 threes are, 2 fours are, 2 fives are and 2 six are. Okay, and in multiplication again the number increases, so therefore in intervals of 2 we are moving towards the right hand side. So here 2 multiplied by 6 is equal to 12. Now let us see how to do division. Okay, so here in this question where we have to divide 12 by 3, what we are going to do is starting from 0 we'll move towards 12, but we are going to do it in intervals of 3, and let us see how many such intervals we get. So here when we move 0 to 12, so here 1, 2, 3, one gap, 4, 5, 6, another gap, again 7, 8, 9, another gap, and 10, 11, 12, another gap. So we are getting from 0 to 12 we are reaching in intervals of 3, but like this we have to take 4 times. So therefore 12 divided by 3 is 4. So here what we see is that on the number line we can do all the operations such as addition, subtraction, multiplication and division provided the numbers are small. Otherwise what we have learned in our previous class, that same method we are going to follow. Thank you everyone.
Hope you enjoyed this lesson. Please like, share and subscribe to Shruti's online school. Your subscription really matters to me. Don't forget to press on the bell icon to be alerted for new videos. See you in the next lesson. Bye.